over here. Can I get a picture?
Oh, yes, it's movie time.
I hope they let doggies in the movie. Right this way, sir. Or ma'am. Can't watch a movie without popcorn. Shh, I think it's about to start. Hey guys, and welcome back to A Forgiving Flick with Nick. I'm your host, Nick, and today's flick we're going to be talking about is A Gringo at Christmas. But before we talk about the gringo coming to Christmas, I'd first like to address the gringo not coming to Christmas. And of course, I'm talking about Emily Jane. And if you would allow me, I've prepared a statement. If I could just steal one moment of your time. Now, as some of you are aware, last week I disclosed that while driving home from the movies, an incident took place in which my car struck and killed an old lady, Emily Jane. And now, while I wasn't the one driving the car or arrested for the accident, many of you still believe that I share some of the blame, as at the time of the accident, I was giving roadhead to the woman driving. Last week, I saw a lot of comments sending love, support, and full of well wishes. But I also saw some mean comments. And while some of you agreed that Emily Jane had her own share of the blame for not looking before she crossed the street, others still wanted to see me take accountability and share on my part of the blame, as they said it was irresponsible of me to give head while driving, even if I was being a gentleman. So, while the Municipal Court of California has asked me to refrain from mentioning the case on my show, I will respect their wishes and not make a statement. But the court has never said anything about me singing. Music, please.
Well, picture this. It's a night on the town with a beautiful gal. Watch a flick, share a kiss, and a meal at Golden Corral. She paid the checks. In respects, I performed her oral sex. She was so thrilled and fulfilled till you went and got yourself killed. A wonderful date that would have been great had you not been Emily Jane. I wanna say that I am sorry wherever you are, heaven or hell. I'm wishing you well. I didn't mean to hit you with my car. If I could go back, undo the attack that left you dead, I would, but I can't, so I'll say I'm sorry. I do regret, I forget how good I am at head, and I can bet with no fret that if you looked, you wouldn't be dead. Oh, we can say all day that a car's no time for foreplay, and we could weigh to obey the importance of looking both ways. We both made mistakes, did not hit the brakes, so who's to blame? Emily Jane, I wanna say that I am sorry wherever you are, heaven or hell. I'm wishing you well. I didn't mean to hit you with my car. If I could go back, undo the attack that left you dead, I would, but I can't, so I'll say I'm sorry. And I bet you're sorry too. You don't blame me, and I don't blame you. I'm sure as a lady you understand the importance today of a gentleman. Emily Jane, I wanna say that I am sorry wherever you are, heaven or hell. I'm wishing you well. I didn't mean to hit you with my car. If I could go back, undo the attack that left you dead, I would, but I can't, so I'll say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Who's the bad guy now?
It's movie trivia time. It's movie trivia.
Today's movie trivia is that this movie stars George Lopez. And in this movie, George Lopez is a little mad because his daughter has brought home a gringo to Christmas. But actually, throughout the movie, George learns to forgive the gringo. And he actually does. He forgives the gringo for coming home to Christmas. And, that was a message I felt like was really powerful and something that we could all probably, learn from. And practice forgiveness in our own lives. And practice forgiving people around us. Just like, George forgive the gringo for coming home to Christmas. So maybe we all, forgive some gringos in our lives. So today's movie trivia is be more like George and learn to forgive. Let's learn to forgive, huh? All right, guys, with all that said, I think it's time to see where the gringo at Christmas lies on the movie meter. Now, like I said, I thought this movie was very silly. You can't go wrong with Mr. Lopez, especially when, he's giving it to us gringos. He can be such a silly guy, especially headed into the holiday season, guys. I just love this message of forgiveness and moving on, and letting things in the past stay in the past, especially if it's not going to change anything and somebody's already dead. Or in George's case, the gringo's already there at Christmas, right? So if something's already happened, maybe just move on. So for that, I think I'm gonna have to give the gringo at Christmas our very first time to move on. Because like this movie says, it's time to move on. And let's just forgive and forget, shall we? I think it's time. It's time to move on. Let's just move on. It's time to move on. All right, guys, that's going to have to do it for the reviews today. But go ahead and join us next week when we're going to be talking about movies again. And, just being merry, jolly, and not letting anything get us down or bum us out, right? Rest in peace to Emily Jane. But I think for the holiday season, it's best if we stay merry and move on and let certain things stay in the past. And remember, if someone already said sorry, they already said sorry, and it's done, right? Time to move on.